do it. What's up everybody, welcome back to Tekin Builds. I'm Ty Campbell, and in this episode we're actually not going to be building anything. We're going to take our brand new Vanquish VS4-10 Origin that we've been working on the last couple weeks. We're going to head down the mountain about 45 minutes from here to Riggins, Idaho. It's going to be beautiful weather, sunny blue skies. I cannot wait to get out on the rocks. Let's get to it. We finally got a nice day and we threw everything in the Jeep and rallied down to Riggins, Idaho. It was about 45 minutes away from McCall, and the first thing we did was hit the beach because it was super nice and there was nobody there. So we took the Origin out and put that 4S power to work, and it was a lot of fun throwing sand all over the place and just bombing across scale sand dunes. Once we were done playing around in the sand, we decided to drive a little bit further up the Salmon River to find some rocks and some foot trails and just a good mix up of scale terrain. Right off the bat, I was really happy with the performance of this vehicle. I mean, Vanquish specializes in aftermarket upgrades, so this truck is basically one giant upgrade. Everything on it is done. I really didn't expect to need to do much to it other than set it up with the shock oil that I picked, which was 40 weight, and take it out on the trails. Obviously, everything's gonna need a little bit of tuning to suit people's driving style, but I'm pretty impressed with the way this thing handles as it's set up right now. The Powerplant of our VS4-10 is a Tekin RX4 element-proof brushless ESC, which sends power to a Tekin Rock 412 2300 kV brushless motor. A ProTech 4S 2100 mAh pack provides the juice for the whole operation and is a nice lightweight battery option that will still provide great runtime. This system is incredibly smooth and creeps at slow speeds extremely well. The RX4 and the T360 are both programmable with the Tekin Hotwire device, so fine-tuning the setup to suit a certain driving style is quick and easy. The RX4 also has an auxiliary channel drag brake adjustment, which allows the driver to change the drag brake strength on the fly from the transmitter. Couple this feature with Tekin Active Drag, and driving steep and technical lines is not a problem. No rollaways, no drag brake stoppies, just full control 100% of the time. To steer the 4.75-inch Proline BFG KM3 mud trains, we used a Tekin T360 servo that provides 382 ounce-inch of torque at 7.4 volts. The Proline tires really perform great, and they grip the rocks well both wet and dry. Sand proved to be no problem at all, and anytime the tires loaded up with mud, a quick stab of the throttle would clear them out fairly well. Inside the tires, the Crawler Innovations foams did their thing and provided great traction and stability with the dual-stage design. The transmission is a 3-gear design similar to many other transmissions we're used to seeing. The housing is billet and holds the 3 hardened steel transmission gears, which are ready to handle big brushless power. A slipper eliminator locks the drivetrain and uses a 32-pitch plastic spur gear. Finishing the transmission off are a billet motor mounting plate as well as a billet spur gear guard. The included Curie licensed axle assemblies are one-piece billet aluminum housings with incredible scale details. The front axle boasts a scale offset front differential design with integrated C-hubs and all link and shock mounts and high steer knuckles. The rear axle is a centered differential design with all link and shock mounts integrated as well, and both feature a removable HD differential cover. Internally, the steel hypoid differential ring gear is bolted to a steel locker using a new 6-bolt design and supported by aluminum bearing carriers. The hypoid pinion is also steel and supported by an oversized internal ball bearing. The axles are high pinion, meaning that the output to the drive shafts has been raised up for more clearance. Finishing the axles off are chromoly VDI front universal shafts, chromoly rear axle shafts, and incision hardened steel universal spline drive shafts. Suspension is an often overlooked aspect in scale off-road, but you won't find any shortages here. The incision shocks are a 90mm length billet shock, featuring a high volume bladder for displacement compensation under compression. Machined pistons, dual X-ring cartridges, and polished stainless shock shafts provide silky smooth operation, and the locking spring preload collars keep the setup consistent. One of my favorite features on the incision shocks is the captured spring cup, so we won't be losing any of these on the trail. The shocks are double shear mounted top and bottom, which means added strength and is a great design feature on the Origin. The shock hoops also mount the shock rotated 90 degrees, which puts the upper ball in a better position for more free shock movement during suspension cycling. It all comes together for a buttery smooth suspension system. Linking everything together are stainless steel links, providing both high strength and weight down low. The body is definitely a looker and modeled similarly to an International Scout with some tweaks. The wheel arches, for instance, are obviously cut to accommodate large tires and lots of suspension travel, but it fits the design pretty nicely. The front grille and radiator assembly give the body lots of depth and personality, while also providing easy headlight mounting with the included light buckets. Taillight buckets are also included, so lighting the Origin is extremely easy. The interior is great and provides a platform for lots of customization, which I plan to do with another body using a bunch of Knight Customs accessories in the future. The custom high clearance C-channel chassis was designed to accommodate portal axles, so you can set the Origin up to still allow for full suspension travel while maintaining optimal ride height. Vanquish also manufactures portal axles, so you've got options for all kinds of scale builds. There are optional sway bar mounting locations, as well as multiple rear upper link mounting locations for setup customization. The VS4-10 Origin really is a performer. Everything you might want to upgrade comes stock in the kit, with the exception of wheels and tires. But everybody likes to customize these, and they're two of the biggest items we like to swap around, with bodies probably being number one. But the chassis itself really doesn't need anything upgraded since it is comprised entirely of upgrade caliber materials. It's a truck built to go the distance and provide a scale experience while maintaining a level of toughness that will keep it tearing up trails for miles. I can really tell that in just the 2 or 3 hours I've had behind the wheel, it will quickly become one of my favorite scale vehicles to drive, and I'm looking forward to my next trail adventure behind the wheel. So we finally got an awesome day to head down the mountain, and I could not have asked for better weather. It was sunny, it was warm, there was no snow. I was so glad to get out of the snow. This truck did awesome. I am absolutely in love with it. Vanquish knocked it out of the park on this thing. I am just so happy with the way it turned out. Aesthetically, performance-wise, it's excellent. The thing is a billy goat. It's just set up really nice. That lightweight ProTech battery that I've gotten here definitely just makes the whole thing feel responsive. It's super quiet, it's super smooth. I'm really excited to get more trail miles on this thing. I've got another body that I'm gonna do up with a bunch of Night Customs goodies, so we'll do a video on that here pretty soon. We're gonna do a little bit something different with the next one. I think I'm gonna go for something a little bit brighter in color, and I'm gonna take a X-Acto blade to this thing and cut the roof off. So that's it. We are pretty much done with this build. We built it, we painted it, we lit it, we installed our electronics. We went out and got it dirty, we drove it through some water, we put some scratches on it. Now it's time to put some real character on this thing and get more miles on it over the summertime. I'll bust out some more videos for you guys to enjoy, and I'm really looking forward to putting all that stuff together. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on my future videos. Hit the like button if you liked it. Hit that little notification bell down there so that you get notified anytime we upload a new video. And share with your friends so they can join in on the fun too. I'm Ty Campbell, and I'll see you next time.